What's up, everybody? It's your boy Tim, the loudmouth.
And always right next to him is the real Ron.
Yeah. What's up, Ron? How you doing?
Man, I'm doing good, except we had a rough night last night, man.
It wasn't the most pleasant or smooth.
And it carried over to my feelings today. My feelers were still hurt today. So I've been trying to process it, but
all day long. And you've been working, so I haven't had anybody to bitch to about it except for the board. And that's what I did this morning.
Did you reach out to them?
Yeah, I sent them an email. I basically called them a bunch of perverts.
Well, I mean,
it ain't gonna help, but
when in Rome, I guess do what Romans do. I guess I don't know.
Made me feel a little better, I guess, to tell them the truth about the way they are acting.
Did let me guess, how many responded?
All of them. They responded by saying nothing.
Nothing. Yeah.
The silence is as big a response as I ever thought I'd get. So, you know, that's just typical fashion of the school board, you know.
But you know what?
What's that?
My it's not a saving grace. I love that we live in America, because you know what? Next month and the month after that and until you die, you can go talk to those people.
Yeah, and then they get to see my ugly mug.
Right.
I know they don't like it, but you know what? To hell with them. Yeah. So yeah, we got a few things going on today. We might have a surprise guest show up if there's time.
If there's time.
Should we tell everybody?
I haven't got like a solid commitment, but it's a good possibility he'll pop in and say hi.
And if you think you know who it is, and there's evidence to support who it is in this channel, you get brownie points if you can answer it in the comment section before that person shows up.
Oh, are we streaming to the real Ron?
We are streaming to the real Ron. So to all you real Ronians, what's up?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, we're streaming that.
I feel like we should be getting paid.
Tina's asking Ryan Walters.
No, not yet. Not yet. I'm still working on that one, Tina.
Still working on that one. Ryan.
It's just as good as Ryan Walters.
Well, you can't give them that much information. You got to make it hard on them a little bit.
I was trying to adjust my seat, Tim.
Okay.
But no, it's not. We're still working on Ryan. When are you going to get old Blue Dot up in this mother?
That ain't gonna happen.
You don't think so?
No, I don't think so. But she and I are talking. Though not extensively by any stretch of the imagination.
Are you serious?
What do you mean?
Are you like dating, or are you just like
no? No. I mean, she's pretty, but I'm married.
I'm married too. She is really cute. She does good videos. I can't believe that she hates me so much. I can, because I've been married a couple times, so I understand it. But I don't understand why she hates me so much. Why she won't come on the show. Is she coming to Owasso to talk with Gina and all them?
I think she was. I don't think she is anymore. I don't know. We'll see. Because she found out that you're going to be there.
Why the hell would you not want to come if I'm going to be there?
I don't know, man.
Are you going to be there?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I think we should do a live while she's there.
Casey said because she has an ego. I mean, if
we all have egos.
That's literally what I was just about to say. We all got it. I mean, to some degree, some are worse than others, but I mean, I don't know. We'll see, but it's a public space, so if she can't handle other people showing up that may.
Well, I'll tell you this: when I was out at Rayola Park gathering signatures on petitions to open schools back up, to recall the board members. Her type people were giving me shit, and they were like giving me the dog stink eye and coming up there messing with me at Rayola Park. So I'm not going to go up there and mess with them, though. I just want to legitimately go up there and ask Gina the same questions I respectfully ask her over Facebook and over social media and through email. I just want to know the answers to them.
Yeah. Yeah, my issue is I always come off really aggressive whenever I'm, confronting somebody about anything. Not even that I intend to. I come across that way a lot. I think that's why a lot of people are. Yeah.
You have the equivalency of what is it? Resting bee face. I can't even say the word, but resting bee face.
I got resting dick face. Yeah, no, I really do. I think it's my eyebrows, honestly, because they got that like Jack Nicholson peak to them,
Yeah, like you're fixing to pull out a golf club and just smash somebody.
Yeah.
Like Art last night
alone.
was trying to get in his car. Oh God, I gotta get in my car. Oh
that man. Oh my God, dude, that was funny, but at the same time, I kind of felt bad for him.
You should feel bad because you had that man scared. I think he was scared.
He looked like he was scared, and I wasn't trying to. I literally was just trying to.
I knew 100% that he was in no danger, but he did not know that he was not in danger.
Well, it pissed me off once, he started acting that way. And I sent him an email today because I've talked to him through email before about stories that he never runs because the dude only does little fluff pieces that are completely and totally meaningless to anybody. But
yeah,
I mean, I guess there's a benefit to having those fluff pieces. But if that's all you do, like, I don't know.
I'm not running out. I'm not going to run out and buy his book. I'm just going to tell you that right now.
Well, I think his book is about himself, right?
It is about himself. It is
him being an award-winning rural journalist this morning. I didn't even know he had a book or anything.
I mean, we had 3 fathers last night at the Owasso school board meeting talking about keeping pornography out of our schools from all different types of political affiliations and religious. And Art was like, I got your comments. I don't want to talk to y'all.
Yeah.
And the only thing he posted today or since then has been about the school recognition,
which was cool.
Yeah,
it was. It was a 8-time was it state champion?
Yeah,
squad.
The junior varsity school. Yeah, varsity school. Yeah.
Yeah, that's nothing to scoff at.
And
I got to put Casey up here. It's your beard, Tim. No wax, dude. Your beard is weird. It is, man. I hate this fucking thing because it'll like grow in patches. I'll have like real thick spots, and then I'll have to like thin out those thick spots so that it evens it up with the thin spots.
Well, I think it's because you have too much dark in your beard, because mine used to do that too. But then I got all the last 2.5 years where I had to deal with my kids all the time and not, it turned gray and it's like, oh, it's coming in nice.
Well, I'm Native American, and natives don't typically grow real heavy beards, like my when I was in high school, kids were always like, do you shave your legs? Because like the back of my calves, I don't grow any hair on them. It's kind of yeah.
I don't grow hair except right here and there's like a diamond in the middle of my lower back.
He got a tramp stamp. Is that what you just said? Ron's got a tramp stamp, y'all. That is hilarious. Hold on, I think we just got a message.
What do we get?
So about half hour before he stops. Oh, never mind. He's gonna take a rain check.
Okay.
All right, let me let him know. If you change your mind, we're live right now and would love to have you. All right.
Yeah, but he's got and
yeah, he's busy. He's doing other stuff.
Yeah, he's got 2 events back to back, and he was doing a favor for me. So yeah. What do you got on the? Do you have anybody else that you can think of that you want to call on here or whatever?
Well, I thought about bringing Janice on because of what happened last night. I can
with
see
the books.
Yeah, because she had posted something about another book, and I'd like her to speak about that.
Yeah. And also, I'm speaking at Bigsby Public School Board meeting on Thursday. So,
yeah, that'll be cool. I mean, if she can come on. If not, that's fine. But oh my God. So you saw the roughing the passer play, right?
I did. I didn't watch the game, but I saw the aftermath and I watched the video and I was like, oh.
I think Troy Aikman said it best when he said they need to take the dresses off.
Well, I mean, come on, Tim. You're spending multi-millions of dollars on these quarterbacks. You can't be hitting them hard.
Man, this ain't even about hitting them hard. It's about hitting them at all. And the inconsistencies of the freaking calls. I think that's what irritates me the most. Is that how they favor some quarterbacks over other quarterbacks?
Oh, I love Tom Brady. I really do. I think anybody that's 45 years old and can still play the game today, hats off to you. But he's done that because he's been protected his entire career from refs and
yeah. So yeah, it was so weird. Like it was 95. I think Chris Jones on Chiefs sacked him from behind and actually caused a fumble. The ball actually went into Chris Jones's arm, so he got this fumble, but he landed on him, put his hand out to brace himself so he didn't land on the quarterback. They still called it roughing the passer.
And even though the game against the Raiders, right?
Yes, I believe. Yeah, was it the Raiders? I just watched it.
Or the Ravens?
No. The Ravens played somebody else this week. I was literally just watching it.
Oh
yeah,
no,
it was the Raiders.
It was the Raiders.
Yeah. It was the Raiders, and the Ravens were playing. I can't remember. I just watched that too. But yeah, no, it's crazy, those calls. He'll be the first person in the NFL to have gotten a roughing the passer call while holding the football. Chris Jones. The guy literally had the ball in his arm when he got that call against him. That's weird. Anyway,
yeah.
What was the other thing? I had something else.
I got a couple things, but
speaking of football, Brett Favre. You heard about that?
Stop.
Oh my gosh, Brett Favre. Come on now.
What is wrong with that dude, man?
He's trying to weasel his way out of it, but dude, they've got
I know.
They got the text messages, bro. Let me read this text message, y'all. He says, if you were to pay me, is there any way the media can find out where it came from and how much? So the problem, if you aren't familiar with this, is that he got, I don't know, like millions of dollars for this volleyball arena that for a college that his daughter is going to.
Yeah.
Right. And it came from TANF money. We're talking money for the poorest of the poorest people in their state, which shouldn't be going to no volleyball for a college or whatever. And he clearly knew about it and where it was coming from and didn't care.
My question is, did you not think that was going to happen?
Yeah. And, and to be fair, it's not just Favre. This is this is the governor at the time had gone through this. A bunch of other people were part of this. He's not the one that pulled the money out of it, but he sure accepted it. That's wild to me how somebody can do that. Shannon Sharp on Undisputed, man, he destroyed Brett Favre. If you get a chance to watch that,
I love Shannon Sharp.
Yeah, it was pretty hilarious. Like he just calls it, he's calling, as you say, balls and strikes.
He does. He has. I've loved him since he was a rookie. I think it was 95, 96. He became a rookie. And with John Elway, my favorite quarterback ever. I love John Elway. But yeah, he does. He calls balls and strikes. He doesn't worry about feelings. And that's the way you have to be in America today. You really do.
Yeah. The dude is the GOAT. Even chose his football over his wife.
Oh my God, Casey. That's kind of funny.
And his wife chose Antonio Brown.
I know, yeah. Yeah.
Did you see that video of him in the pool? Oh my God.
Yeah, his wife ain't doing too bad either there, Casey, but yeah, that's
my funny. God. That is pretty bad.
We should not be laughing because there's kids involved and stuff, but man, yeah, that was
Yeah, but the way Casey put that's pretty fun.
That was fun. That was good. Good job, Casey. Oh my gosh, we should invite Casey on here one night.
Yeah, no, that's funny. Yeah, but going back to like the school stuff, I still all day long I've just been trying to rationalize for these people and why they would do the stuff they do, like not prohibit sexual stuff in the school. Have you gotten anywhere with that?
I have not gotten anywhere with that. I'll tell you what I'm worried about with the school stuff, Tim, is that the same people that are in charge right now are going to be in charge. And the only way that changes is if you have a change of leadership. And I know that you're not for Ryan Walters, but I am for that reason. And I don't think that Ryan Walters, and I love him. I'm still fighting for him. I'm out there. I'm doing the doing, but he's actually down in the polls, Tim.
You're talking about Ryan?
Yeah.
Well, so I've been thinking a lot about that over the last couple of days, actually, because I like Gina. I don't know that she's going to do anything great and wonderful for education necessarily, but I think she's fine for what the position can do. But, as I think more and more about it, when I look at what they're doing here with this stuff, it's just so blatant to me. And the only thing I can explain about it is that they are afraid to be able to hold themselves accountable if it is too explicit. Because like I pointed out to them in an email today, when it comes to students, their policies are very, very, very specific. When it comes to like the dress code, you can't wear anything with drugs, paraphernalia, sex, beer, non-alcoholic beverages. Right. And they've got all these rules and they're very, very specific when they write these rules. And why do they do that? Because they want there to be no doubt that you have broken a rule.
Mm-hmm.
Yet when it comes to the staff, the rules they give the staff are these vague, broad, open-ended type rules so that they can argue in front of anybody who they're arguing with that, well, they didn't break it because of this, and it says this, and they can argue it one way or the other. I really think that might be why they're doing it.
If you leave something open to interpretation, it's going to be open for interpretation.
Right. Based on the situation and whatever they want. And as you know, I've always said, I've had issues with police departments because they also do the same thing. They don't hold their shitty cops accountable, and it makes the rest of them look bad. And they do the same thing at the schools. It's a system there to protect itself and to keep itself going.
Okay, I understand what you're saying. The system's there to protect, and I believe that there is some of that goes on. But like the George Floyd killing, those boys should have been charged, and everybody in the world knew that before they even got off the street.
You talking about the officers?
Yeah, the officers. Yeah. There was no, especially that one that had his knee on the neck. There was no reason for that. You had 3 other dudes on top of the old boy.
Right. Yeah. And that's kind of what I'm talking about. They, and even if they just make a bad choice or whatever, because you have cops out there that have, dozens of complaints about them, like, abusing people that are in handcuffs, that sort of thing. And when nobody stands up and says, yeah, you're wrong, and then holds that person accountable, they're just going to keep doing it. Like,
maybe that's what positions of power, like authority figures, like police, teachers, you have 1 or 2, like Tyler Wren, like Derek, what was his name? The George Floyd
Chauvin.
Derek Chauvin.
Yeah.
You have a wonderful profession of people that want to serve, and they're really wonderful, decent people. Teachers, police officers, firemen, medics, whatever. But 1 or 2 of them feel this sense of authority. You're going to respect my authority.
Right. They take it to a whole different level.
And nobody can touch them.
And nobody says anything about it when they do, because And this goes for politicians too. Think about every president. If something bad goes wrong, the president screws up. How often have you seen the president come out and say, yeah, I screwed up. I'm going to fix it. This is what we're doing. Not very often. They find ways to rationalize what happened, or, make excuses for it, or say it wasn't their fault. And I guess that's human nature. Nobody wants to necessarily admit that they've screwed up, but when you go out of your way to make sure that you can down the line not hold yourself accountable, I think that's a problem. And I brought this up because I think Gina plays into that segment of the population for schools that will pander to schools no matter what happened.
Right, because you're protecting the system at that point. You're not protecting the children.
Right. The system.
You're protecting the system.
Right.
Which is completely wrong.
Right. And I think that I think she will do that. I think that is her role. And as we saw, Margaret got up there, was one of the damn things she said. She's talking about, and I just want to point out that our staff and our library media staff are great people, and they work so hard. Lady, nobody said anything. Nobody said nothing.
Nobody
this
said
whole
nothing.
time. I never once complained about the librarian doing it.
Nobody has.
I don't know who put the book in there or how it got in there.
But she got up there and she said that, and then she implied that somebody had. So everybody's like, oh, well, no.
Yeah. Oh, they're just here to shit on our teachers. Oh my God, you can't say anything wrong about the teachers. Bullshit. There was a teacher last year. She's not there anymore. She left, thank God. But this teacher was just terrible. Every child in the class hated this teacher. My child gets along with everybody, all our teachers, and this particular teacher was just a rude bitch. She would call these kids out. She would discipline them in front of everybody. And as I explained to that teacher in the office, I'm like, now if the principal were to scold you in front of all of your peers and colleagues, you think you'd find that to be professional? You think that'd be acceptable? Yeah. Hell no. You pull them to the side and do it. You don't do it in front of everybody. That's embarrassing. Why are you trying to embarrass kids? Like, hell, it's bad enough being a kid anyway. And you're just going to make it worse. And they didn't do anything, because I wrote it up as bullying, that the teacher was bullying the kids. And that wasn't the only complaint, but it's a lot of petty stuff. But
I have never had a problem with one of my child's teachers, ever. That I nothing at all. We had an issue last year at the end of school, and I know that you know about it, and I won't call them out, but it was handled, and it was handled appropriately. But none of my kids' teachers, principals, admins in the school that they go to have I ever had. And they every time I walk in, I go in there 2 or 3 times a week, maybe every day. And they're always like, what can I do for you today, Ron? And it's like it almost makes feel like they're like signaling the other people. They're like, hey, Ron, what's going on? And they scream my name. But no, they're great people. They're great people. I love them. My deal is when you get to the administration building, that's where it stops for me. Right?
Yeah.
The principal, vice principal, these principals, they have everyday interaction with these students, whereas the admin, like Mrs. Coates and her staff, they're not in the school buildings every day, so there's a different aspect of it. So I think that they have a different perception of what the school system and stuff is supposed to be like. I may be completely wrong, I don't know, but when I see her stand up and specifically point out bills that are so obscure and have nothing to do with the library selection, just to make a point, that we should pass this policy, it's just mind-boggling the lengths they'll go to make sure that they get what they want.
Yeah, and another point is that they don't do anything unless you just have them dead to rights. There's no way they can wiggle out of it. Like when I put that stack of papers and then pictures of that book in front of them. Because prior to that, they were just going to argue up one way and down the other that their processes are fine.
I find it mind-boggling that the assistant superintendent and the principal wouldn't even hardly look at the pictures because they were so graphic and so nasty.
Well,
but
now
you had a school board member tell you, well, have you read the book?
Yeah. Well, the assistant superintendent, he looked through them all. It was the principal
of
the high school that she looked through 3 of them. But Mark, the assistant superintendent, told her, you don't have to look at that if you don't want to. But I took that as he's her boss, and she's a female, and he's not going to force her to look through pornographic stuff, which is sad because I don't want my staff to look at this, but the kids can. Or how about this, Ron? They won't let my child hold hands with her boyfriend at school. She gets told, "Oh, you can't do that. If you keep doing that, you'll get detention." So they can't hold hands at school, but they can look at pictures of dicks and pictures of cum shots.
They can go read about urinating on somebody's face or ejaculating or whatever raping somebody.
That's perfectly fine because there's literary value in that, Ron.
And we talked about this earlier.
Words.
You can find, when I used to take a shit when I was a kid, we didn't have iPhones. So I would grab a shampoo bottle off the tub and I would read the back of a shampoo bottle.
Right.
Warnings and labels and what all was in shampoo. That had literary value, but it didn't need to be in public school.
Right. Maybe we should just go take the back of cereal boxes and just put them on the shelf. That was like, here's your fucking reading material.
How many times have you sat at the kitchen table and read the back of them? They used to put messages on there for kids.
Right. And little games and stuff.
Games. And it was wonderful. That was how we grew up.
Yeah. Yeah. That was.
Now we're talking about rape and masturbation and just all kinds of nasty stuff in schools. And they won't even, it was so awkward last night that they wouldn't even mention the word explicit sexual content, pornography, nothing. They were talking about stuff that was way out there.
Yeah, I believe I even said ejaculate at the
beginning. You did. I think you said it twice, but I know you said it at least once.
Yeah. Well, I wanted to get, a little more dirty, make them feel a little more uncomfortable.
I don't know how to get their attention that this is not right. We had 3 fathers. We didn't have much of, and I don't want to characterize moms because moms are the epitome of public schools, right? But we had 3 fathers up in that thing.
Saying the same thing.
Saying the exact same thing.
Yeah. And nothing. Yeah. I'm
afraid with Gina Nelson. I'll just be honest with you. I'm afraid that we're going to have more of the same. And I know that Ryan is right wing and he's a Republican, a conservative Christian and all that. But we have to change something, Tim. We can't just go with the same thing that we've had the entire time.
Yeah. I mean, that's about the only lesson I think they're going to be able to learn. Maybe we just say, fuck it and go for-profit schools all the way. Be like, look, y'all don't listen. You're not going to change shit. This, people call for defunding the police because of the shit that police did. Maybe this is the version of that for schools. Defund the fucking schools.
Well, I mean, worst case scenario, it doesn't work for 4 years and you vote Gina Nelson in then.
Well,
because we've been doing the same thing for years.
It'll take a lot longer than that for it to even work. You're talking 10, 15, 20 years.
Well, I'm just what I'm saying is these like you said the other night, if they're going to allow pornographic material in public schools, you're not going to keep your kids in there.
Right.
I'm not either. So you're going to have a mass exodus, but it's not going to be because vouchers. It's going to be because you're not listening to parents and what they want.
And there might not be because we post about this and I don't see a lot of people coming to, to agree with us. I don't see it.
It's frustrating, isn't it?
Right. And, I posted something on the Owasso Public Schools Facebook page because they had posted about the school board meeting. And I told everything that happened there, during and after. Nobody commented except for Tammy, but she's
always been there. Yeah.
Right. The people that are already here are going to be here, but it's like they don't care. I don't know, some weird culture shift where kids are now like, I don't know, pieces of meat, and you just gotta, you know, these pedophiles or predators or what have you, just want to train them up right.
Am I able to share this as the real Ron?
It should be on the real Ron right now.
Hang on, I'm fixing to do some shit. Hang on.
Yeah, it should be. We got three people watching now. Let me. If
you're watching this on the real Ron or Ron, or I'm fixing to post it in Owasso area chatter. If you're watching this and you have comments one way or the other about public school libraries having pornography, let us know. You can type in Facebook user, whatever you need to do. Hide your comment if you don't want to be known.
I might be able to change that.
I just want to know what parents are thinking about these new, like, this book blankets like Tim found here in Owasso.
It's crazy.
It's nasty, but if you want it, that's fine. But I just want to know about it. So,
I mean, I was reading people defending it being in school. It's such an important book. What? You can tell these stories without all that crap, Ron. We've been doing it for a long time. I mean,
what did you tell them? You said you could do the entire, because Brent was, and I'm gonna call Brent out because he said it. Because you said he said it, and I believe you, and I know that he said it. So Brent said that they were talking about bullying, they were talking about this and that and this.
Right.
Your reply was you could do all that without the nasty graphics.
Right. You can tell all of those stories without all of the bullshit that people don't want. Yeah, right here, Tina says promote legalizing pedo. I mean, yeah, now they're minor attracted persons. We were talking about this the other day. Now, this is just complete me going off the deep end here, but I'm the map.
That's been messing with me since you said that, dude.
Right? Yeah, imagine if the map was actually some, like, subliminal message for kids to get used to the term map. Minor attracted persons.
Well, I mean, we know that they have subliminal messages from way back.
Yeah.
But I would have never in a million years thought about the map and minor attracted people and all that kind of stuff. But when you said it, I was like, oh my God.
Yeah. I mean, it's probably not true.
No,
I'll be honest.
I hope it's not true.
It probably isn't. But whenever I started seeing map,
if I was like a deep state conspiracy theorist, I would run with that hard.
Be like, this map is going to show me how to get across the other side of this flat earth.
You always trust the map. Do whatever the map says.
Yeah.
It's the map.
The map tells you where to go, tells you what to do.
Right. Oh my God, Tim, that still gives me chills right now just thinking about that.
It's kind of,
because I know in this day and age it's possible that was, oh my gosh. Oh.
Yeah, it is. It's brought to you by Jeffrey Epstein. Come travel the Lolita Express. I mean, that's the kind of crap we're dealing with. I mean, and think about that. How many people have been charged in that whole scandal there with Jeffrey Epstein and his little, pedophile ring?
Y'all need to go downstairs. Y'all don't need to be hearing what I say. Go. Well, wait for her downstairs. Take your asses down.
Yeah, how many people have been charged?
My kids, they're like up here like eavesdropping. I'm fixing to bust your ass on national TV. Get your ass downstairs.
National TV.
They see and hear me and you. They see you and I here. They see me do this, and they're like, I enjoy that they are becoming involved, but they're the reason I do this. You know that we don't get paid for this. We don't have any other reward out of this except that we are protecting our children and making sure that they're raised correctly in our eyes and become productive citizens, and they're happy and stuff. But this just really weighs on my heart quite a bit.
Yeah, it does mine too. And I honestly, I don't know what else to do here, because they they're a brick wall. And, I've seriously been thinking about just going ahead and voting for Ryan, because I do believe that Gina will just do the administrator line, and, she'll try to rationalize her way out of stating that blankets shouldn't be in school, because how hard is that for normal people to say, oh, there's, cum shots, and there's, urolagnia in there, and there's, teen sex and child rape in there. Yeah, let's put that in school. I love Brent. He says, well, she could go get that at the public library. I'm like, well, Brent, she could go and look at bestiality on the internet too. Let's put that in there.
Right. Public schools is like a sanctuary for our kids.
It needs to be a neutral one.
Too. A neutral, yeah. That's where they go to read, write, and learn arithmetic and science and contextual history, and not celebrate, what is it? Native American Slave Indigenous Columbus Day. Is that what it
is? Speaking of that, I gotta say, I have to laugh at somebody wrote Happy Columbus Day. I responded with Happy International Slave Trade Day. And these people lost their minds.
There's always one, and you're the one in the group, Tim.
You're the one. I mean, you saw those, and I wasn't really even responding because I wasn't even taking any of it serious. But
you got a bunch of the responses.
I did. I had a bunch of novels written about me, and I mean, these people were, and I'm like, oh my God, over 5 words, people. But I said 5 words.
But Tim, you know why we celebrate Columbus Day, correct?
Well, I do now. Thank you, Elizabeth.
Elizabeth is sharp. I'm just gonna say Elizabeth's pretty sharp.
So apparently,
I did not even know that. But
apparently, in 1934, there was some lynching of an Italian American. And because Columbus was Italian, I guess they pushed to get Columbus Day started. And I'm like, man, you have a whole bunch of different things that Italians are known for. Really going to pick Columbus, the genocidal maniac?
I'll just say this about Columbus Day, and I'm going to end this. Columbus Day is just it. Unless you're Italian or Portuguese, it's asinine that we celebrate that over heroes like firemen and policemen that have died in the line of duty. We don't have a JFK Day. We don't have it's just so many other important figures in history. And if you're really going to celebrate the discovery of America in the white context, I guess I don't want to be politically incorrect, but white people celebrating the discovery of America, you should probably go back to the Viking days and celebrate Leif Erikson and all that, or whatever. So
yeah, no, you're absolutely right. It is weird to me, and I'm Native. I'm not as dark, and I didn't grow up in the culture, unfortunately. They kind of beat it out of my mom, so but it's weird to me that we celebrate Columbus Day. I always thought that was just
I've never celebrated Columbus Day.
Yeah,
I've never done that. What does that mean? I've celebrated Thanksgiving. That's when the family gets together, we eat. I've celebrated Christmas where we open presents. I've celebrated 4th of July where we shoot off amazing fireworks. I don't know what it means to celebrate Columbus Day. What does that mean?
Yeah, I don't even know. Because I don't. The bank's closed. That's all I know.
That's it. You can't get to your money on fucking Monday. I don't know.
Right. Yeah, we got a couple of comments here.
What you got?
All optics to cover their real agenda. Yeah. Could be Happy Coming Out Day, according to Cruella.
Oh, did you see that?
What happened?
I know that. Oh my gosh, I got to look this up real quick.
I missed that on. So who is Cruella? I don't know the reference.
You know who Cruella is? The white hair strip on the front looks like
well, I know Cruella DeVille, but I assume she's referring to somebody else.
Deborah Gish. She wears that little white strip on her front. Come on now.
She said Happy Coming Out Day?
Yeah, because Shawnee Parents Voice posted that, hey, have y'all, 6 hours ago, hey, have y'all seen this? April Grace and her cronies thought it was a good idea in Shawnee, Oklahoma. It's concerning that they seem to be obsessed with students' sexual orientation. Maybe that's just me, though. And they have flyers posted on student lockers that say National Coming Out Day. October 11th is National Coming Out Day. GSA, Gay Straight Alliance, meets every Monday afternoon.
Now, okay, so now how did Tulsa Parents Voice play into that?
They're all connected.
Well, no, I mean, so who posted the thing, the National Coming Out Day? Because I see Deborah Gist's post 46 minutes ago. Hashtag National Coming Out.
Parents Voice posted National Coming Out Day.
I'm looking that up, by the way. Shawnee,
yeah, it's Shawnee Parent. You might have to let me know if you need to get in there because I know a guy.
I know a guy who knows a guy.
Yeah.
Let me see. I just need to, let's see. Make no mistake, you'll need blah, blah, blah. You said it was 10 hours ago?
6 hours ago.
Oh, here we go. Y'all seen those cronies thought this was a good idea. It was concerning that they seem to be obsessed with student sexual orientation. National Coming Out Day. Gay Straight Alliance meets. Isn't that where that one kid was being molested at the GSA? In Muskogee.
Give me a second to look that up, but fuck yes, it was.
In Muskogee, yeah. The GSA, I believe it was a black trans guy or something. I'm not sure.
Yeah, yeah. I can't say his name for legal reasons because he does have a thing going, but yeah.
Yeah, I just remember vaguely something about that, and I think it was the GSA. Let me look that up because I don't want anybody to have a stroke on my account.
But Shawnee is where Ron Arthur is from.
Ron Arthur, that name
is that April Grace hid.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Let's see.
And all these Republican House of Representatives and senators were backing April Grace because they were Republican and conservative. I haven't heard from any of them recently.
Let's see. Muskogee.
Mark McBride.
Okay. Before y'all run off with that GSA, some molestation in Muskogee, we'll have to look it up because I can't find it, but I remember reading something about it.
Yeah, it was a coach, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yes, like a cheerleading coach or something.
Yeah, I remember that. It was Melissa. If you're watching, she will know.
Muskogee cheerleading coach arrested. Yeah, and exposing others to HIV. Let's see. Elton Rhodes.
High school cheerleading coaches behind bars on charges.
Yeah, Elton Rhodes. Let's see. Okay, no, it was Open Arms Youth Project.
I'll only come on if.
Oh yeah, I wasn't gonna read that out loud because but no, that's funny. So it was the Open Arms Youth Project, which so it wasn't the GSA. So I don't know what that is. I think it's closed down now in Muskogee, but
let me read this to you real quick because I posted our live right now from the Ron page to a Owasso area chatter. And DL Wells says, I will pull my kid out of Owasso schools if this is true. I hope any other parents that care about their child would do the same.
If what is true?
About them passing the all-inclusive library selection. If they're not preventing pornography or sexually explicit materials from public school libraries, is what I'm. If I'm wrong, let me know, DL Wells, but that's what I'm seeing.
Yeah, well, they're refusing to expressly prohibit it. Now they did, in fairness to them, they did pull all of the graphic novels off and said that they put a team of 3 people on it to go over all of the books.
Hang on. Did you see them do that?
No, I was about to get to that and even if they did do it, and now I know for a fact they did bring the books off the shelf because my daughter was like, oh my God, they took all the graphic novels. So I know at some point they did pull them, at least at the high school. but maybe their version, like Brent was trying to say, their version of pornography is different than mine. Like, okay, I go by the law's definition of pornography. What about you, Brent?
Right. Yeah. I go by the one that says that Hugh Hefner couldn't post ass in public schools.
Like, Playboys, they have covers. You can call them books.
But on the Playboy cover, it says you have to be 18 in order to read this.
Oh, goodness. That's right. Well, they can just, change the age requirements, and then the schools will be over there bitching at all the parents who are like, you don't need that in schools. They'll be like, this has literary value, Mr. Ryland.
This is one thing, and I hope you do too. I feel like I know you, and I think that you will have a conversation when Gina comes to Owasso on the 26th.
Oh, this is coming up 100%. Yeah, it's coming up.
I cannot imagine it would not.
Yeah, and I hope somebody's recording the whole damn thing too.
Because that is what explicitly I think the state superintendent has power over, not vouchers or rural schools or giving teachers raises wherever. Content, curriculum, things of that nature. So,
they lay down the guidelines, and the district follows those guidelines. And if that's what we need to do, that's what we need to do. We need to get Banning on it. We need to get Dossett on it. I think
Dossett would be on board.
Yeah, I feel like he would be, but you never know. You never know these days. These people, they rationalize every damn thing. But I actually responded to DLL's comment.
Oh, I was going to say, are you on the same thing? Because I don't want to.
Yeah, I went over there. People. Yeah, I went over there. Probably shouldn't have said his name because that's not on our live, but whatever. Anyway, yeah, it's so frustrating, and I don't.
Somebody that I haven't heard from that I know is your House of Representatives and mine too. And I've actually reached out. I have his cell phone number. And I talked to him quite a bit.
Who's that?
I asked him about this, but he hasn't responded. Is Mark Van Kuren?
Van Kuren. Are you sure that's our guy?
Yeah.
Let's see. Van Kuren. Okay. 74th district. Okay. Former basketball coach. Well, where's Nichols is the what is Nichols? I always get him confused with somebody else.
I don't know Nichols. I know Dean Davis. I call him Dino Davis. He's down in Broken Arrow. He's a good dude. I talked to Mark quite a bit, and he's just been silent. I asked him, are you supporting Gina? Are you supporting Ryan? You support pornography? You support CRT? He always answers me, but when I ask him about Gina or Ryan, he didn't answer me.
Yeah. Okay, so, yeah, I'm looking at 74. Man, these district maps are so weird.
They are. And you really have to pay attention, and people don't.
This gerrymandering crap, really, that stuff really needs to stop. They need to set the districts and just leave them.
Leave them.
Right. It doesn't, when I've seen like where they literally cut out just blocks and go around it.
Well, they did it this time with the Owasso Public Schools because you have too many people moving into this part of it, so you have to make it equally fair for everybody else. So you have to make another block over here to make sure that it's even. I say piss on that. I say people move where the good shit is.
Yeah, well, that makes sense to me when you are only voting for one candidate, right? So you don't have, half your population only getting one candidate, and then the other half of the population is split between the other four. You know what I mean?
That's not what we're talking about with schools. But yeah, with Senate and House, I can get them behind that. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. These districts are, and it's so confusing. Well, like Banning's district. Hell, they cut all of Okmulgee out, basically. They
but you know what they included?
Bixby?
Bixby. They included Bixby because you know why?
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know the demographics of Bixby.
It's because Bixby is growing. It's a financial. That's an important district. Banning's district is an important district, And that's why Logan Phillips, you can piss off, but Logan Phillips, that's why he was so mad when he lost, because he was down there in little rural Oklahoma and Okmulgee and all them thinking that he was up there playing a big dog, and he wasn't. When you move closer into the cities, that's where you get your money in your district.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you think about it,
true.
Think about it from Logan's perspective, though, how shitty that would be where, you run for a district and you've got all these rural towns and such, and then all of a sudden you get basically gerrymandered out of your, the demographic that would vote for you. And now you can't necessarily run. I mean, that's nothing against Chris. I'm just saying.
No, I understand.
That does suck.
If Logan and I didn't know Chris or Logan when this started. I didn't know either of them. I really didn't. But Chris came and talked to me, and we ended up being great friends. Had Logan answered my questions as a parent of a child in Bigsby Public Schools, maybe my choice would have been different. But he just ignored me, just like Gina has. She has blocked me.
Yeah. Yeah, Gina has ignored me too.
And she's kept me from asking questions. So I don't have, if I had enough money, I would buy Logan Phillips Jeep that he's selling on Marketplace right now. And I would put on the side of it, Logan Phillips blocked me from Facebook.
You buy that Jeep and then have the cops go through it and see if he left anything behind.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh, yeah.
Like, well, Ron, that's in your possession, sir. That's what would happen there. That's why I'm afraid to take this stuff to the police. But I called the resource officer today about that.
What did he say?
Never contacted me back.
He didn't call you back?
Never called me back.
What?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They've got this whole thing cinched up. They've got the cops up their ass. They've got the reporters up their ass. They've got
no, wait. You called the resource officer of the public schools.
Yeah, I called the police station. They transferred me to the resource officer that told me to call him day or night.
And you had you could have reported child pornography, child murder, child suicide, and he never called you back.
Right. Well, I told him exactly what it was, that I found the child pornography that was in the school and never called me back. So, yeah, the schools the schools have just, I don't know, clinched everything. That's why when Art did that, it really pissed me off, because I realized at that moment, like, they're all ate up with it. I don't understand.
Parent report something then. If I knew my neighbor had a stack full of child pornography books over there.
Yeah, like when you want to press charges on somebody, you go to the police station. They have you file a report, right? Remember last time I went up there, the first time when they weren't responding to me and they weren't listening to me.
Yeah.
They never had me write anything. I never filed a report. I just a bunch of officers. There were like 3 of them there. They just kind of stood around me and talked at me.
Did they ask for your ID or anything or nothing? They didn't want to fill out a report then. They didn't fill out a report
at all. Nothing. There was no paper record there. I even asked about one. They're like, "Oh, well, we'll deal with that after I've got to go look at this book." And then he looked at the book, by himself, said it wasn't pornographic or whatever, and that was that. So, yeah. So even the cops have been co-opted into this crap, or at least the SROs.
So what do you do then? Well, I mean, what do you do then?
I thought about calling the sheriff's office, because then you'd bypass the SROs, because they've got a relationship with the school. They're not going to want to fuck that relationship up, because they have to keep that relationship. Imagine there being some kind of divide between the officer and the school.
So does the school pay Owasso Police Department?
I don't think so. I don't know, but I don't think so. I really doubt it.
Because I know other school districts hire their own private security people.
Yeah, I don't, that's a great question, but I don't think that they do. I've never heard of that in the budget. I've never do public schools pay resource officers. Let's see. $20.96 an hour is the average hourly pay for a school resource officer, apparently.
26 an hour?
$20.96 an hour.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it would probably depend on the school, but I don't know that they do.
I think that would be a conflict of interest if they did.
Yeah, it might be, but think about it this way: that cop doesn't want to ruffle any feathers.
No, if you're making $21 an hour, you don't want to mess with that.
Right. Like if your job is to protect the school, and then you're the one that gets called every time there's a complaint about the school, is that an unbiased situation there? I don't think it is. I don't think it's fair to the people who are trying to report a crime. What do you think? Am I being overly petty about that? Or, I mean, you see what I'm saying, right?
Yeah, I
At
see.
the very least. Yeah. Yeah, because, dude, it was like 10 o'clock this morning. Never got a phone call.
And they never called you back?
No, and the dude even told me to call him day or night whenever I found the...
If what happens tonight, like this afternoon, and you were wanting to report a crime that was happening against a child at Owasso Public Schools, well, I don't know why there's not a 911 for a public school.
Yeah, well, I called the dispatcher, and are you still okay? Yeah, you're breaking up a little bit, but I called the dispatcher and had him transfer me over to the school resource officer, because that's what I was told to do when I talked to him the first time. And I left a detailed voice message, left my phone number, though he already had it because I'd given it to him, and never called me back. I mean, you know, reporting child pornography being distributed at the school, you'd think that's something that they would respond to, but
yeah, of the highest. Yeah.
Apparently not. If you're, you know, just a parent that's out there screaming about banning books, because that's what they'll say.
Pisses me off.
Yeah, it's kind of shitty, but that's why I'm saying, like, the police and the schools, they treat themselves in the same way. They're just there to protect themselves, which, you know, I don't know. That's a tough one for me, but it's pretty upsetting.
Let's talk about Joy Hoffmeister real quick.
Oh, good old press box Joy. Let's do it.
Joyless Hoffmeister. She was, when she took office as state superintendent, we were 42nd in the nation in education as far as proficiency goes. We are now 49th with the latest results that just came out.
That's terrible.
Why the hell would we elect her to run a state if she can't run a school system within the state?
Well, if she knows how to not get kids to read, then she may understand how to lead people that can't read.
Jesus, that's the best answer ever.
Yeah, right. I'm playing devil's advocate here.
That is the best answer.
It's like, well, you know, sorry you couldn't read, but I'm the one for you.
Right. That's some shit that we would do, right?
Right. No, I mean, you know, I'm not a huge fan of Joy, especially after.
Well, the reason I asked you because you're a registered Democrat, so you're obviously more towards Joy. But I just wanted, what do you think about Joy?
Oh, I wouldn't vote for Joy because I wanted to. I'd vote for Joy because I really hate Kevin Stitt.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
I mean, and sadly, like I said before, I think only maybe 2 or 3 times in my life have I voted for somebody that I really actually liked.
But here's the thing: you admit that that's the reason you're not voting for Kevin Stitt is because you don't like him. That's why you're voting for Joy, not because you like Joy. You're just not voting for Kevin Stitt. I'm
not Kevin Stitt. Vote for me. I mean,
I get that a lot from people with Ryan, even on my side, even on the Republican side. They're like, well, I'm voting for Gina because she's not Ryan. She's not going to murder public schools.
Yeah. I mean, he creates a strong attraction, but also a strong reaction. You know, both of them do.
Did you see Ryan's video today?
No. Well, let me guess. He was in his car.
Nope.
Holy
Tim, I'm going to tell you right now. I watched the video. It was low budget.
No, not Ryan.
And I love Ryan, and I think he'll do a wonderful job. But whoever told him to do this video needs to be kicked in the front.
Wait, is this the one with it's got all the newspapers and stuff in the background?
Nope, it's the one that they made fun of, and they changed it to newspapers in the background. But it's the one where he was talking about Biden +3 equals indoctrination of your children.
Wait, Biden +3 equals indoctrination of your. Oh wait, well, okay. So wait, he's got a writing board behind him. Is that, okay?
He obviously doesn't have a lot of money.
I haven't seen that yet. But it's hilarious.
I don't know what's going on with the. We all know that they support Biden. We all know that they want indoctrination of children from the leftist point of view. We all know that. Why are you not telling us what your plans are as far as, and I've heard him say his plans, and they're really strong and fundamentally sound plans. I don't know why he doesn't just go out and say, this is what I'm going to be doing. He does it in the groups that I hear, and you know that I go to these things all the time, and he says it all the time. Why not go on TV and say that?
Yeah, I think they're running off of the playbook that fear sells, the trigger stuff.
I
really think I think his people are telling him to do it that way.
The same thing like Dina's telling everybody that Ryan's going to kill rural schools.
Yep, same exact thing.
It's fear mongering,
right? And they all do it. Democrats, Republicans, they all do it. The ones that don't do it aren't sensational enough to get enough press to be put out in front of everybody. Because think about it, every time Ryan says something stupid, which, you know, in my opinion is relatively often.
Relatively, it's small.
Well, when I say stupid, I don't mean like dumb or whatever, but this, the woke liberal mob stuff.
Yeah, I'll agree with the woke. The word woke, I don't like the word woke.
Throw it away. Find something else. Anyway, every time he does that, he gets everybody is posting and sharing and doing all this content stuff. So his face is everywhere. So if somebody goes in there and they're not privy to all of this stuff, subliminally, they're going to know Ryan Walters' name because they've seen him. They've heard about him. They've seen his face. They've seen him in his car, and they may vote for him just because they've heard of him more.
Do you think that really works?
I think it works for an unfortunate sized part of the population. Yes.
I'll tell you this, and I will. I think 3 years ago, I voted for a school board member, and it was Frosty Turpin, and it was Frosty. Beth, liberal big ass Beth, whatever her name was. I can't remember her name. I know you know what I'm talking about because she chastised all of us. She was like, "You're all going to hell," blah blah blah.
Never heard that one before.
Yeah, I had to look her up. She's blocked me for years, but she's been gone though. But I specifically, this is how ignorant I was as a parent 3 years ago. I specifically voted for Frosty because his name was Frosty. I was like, how can you go wrong with a guy named Frosty? And he's
so chill.
Tim, he was a fucking Democrat. I didn't know.
Right.
And I love Frosty. I love you. Don't get me wrong. But I didn't know his affiliation with parties or his thoughts on anything. I didn't know if he was a Satanist. I didn't know.
Well,
but I voted for him just because his name was Frosty.
Well, what do you feel about his activities on the board?
Last night they were kind of dull last night.
I don't think I've ever seen him or heard him say more than 2 words at a board meeting. He's never once in 7 years responded to an email of mine. But that's true for most of them. So
he spoke to me. He spoke to me on several occasions at board meetings, but it's no more than 2 or 3 words like "thanks, Ron," or "appreciate you, Ron," or "we heard you," or shit like that. But he spoke to me at length after or during other, events or whatever. But
yeah, well, that's why I like Brent, or I have liked Brent.
I love Brent. I didn't hear him say what he said to you, but we would probably have words too. So
yeah, last night was, and I'll play devil's advocate for him, I guess. He may have been, because he often will play devil's advocate, I feel like, where he just says stuff just to debate it or whatever, you know what I mean? And he may have been doing that, not really taking the conversation serious enough, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Like he was just kind of joking about it. But here you've got a parent whose kid was, violated by the district, who's begging them to do something, and he's over here laughing about it. And, so he may not have meant anything by it necessarily, but it was just probably the wrong time and rubbed me the wrong way. And that's why, that's why I'm going to run, because I'm sick of these people thinking that they don't need to respond to their constituents for any reason whatsoever.
I'm excited for you to run. Have you been thinking about that at all? Like,
I have been. I'm just going to keep it real. You know what I mean? I'm not going to blow smoke up anybody's ass.
Yeah.
And here's the thing. If I get a whole bunch of people from the community telling me that they think differently than I think, I would be open to changing my thought process on something.
Because at that point, you're a tool. You're not Tim.
I'm a tool. Correct. I'm literally there to represent people. And if I have a bunch of people telling me they want this, that, or the other, and I'm not getting pushback from the other side of it, I very well may go ahead and just do it the way that they want me to do it, because that's what they elected me to do. And that's what I'm supposed to do.
That's That's your job. And that's what I don't think these current school board members understand is they're a tool. They're not important. They're not special. They're a tool to advocate for their constituents.
Yeah. I feel like this is, for most of them, it's a vanity position. It is. It's a, pad their resume, and so they can tell everybody, oh yeah, I'm a school board member, blah, blah, blah. They don't take it seriously enough. They don't care. Like Brent last night, I don't think I told you this yesterday, but this dude literally tells me, because I asked him if he had read my email. He says, oh, well, I saw it. He's like, but I didn't read it. He was like, because I had work to do. And I don't know if you know this, but my job is more important than you. That's what this fucking board member said to me. And I'm like,
why is he there then?
Right. And the thing that came to my mind, because I was baffled that he said it in the first place, but the thing that came to my mind was, you've got a board meeting tonight. You guys only post the agenda 24 hours in advance. You have a constituent reaching out to you about the very thing that you are discussing or talking about on the agenda, and you don't have the respect enough for that constituent to read the fucking email and then just throw it back in that person's face. No, these people have to go. They're there for other reasons, and they're not there for the betterment of the community. They're just there to, I don't know. I don't know.
I wonder if his job messed up his meeting today from 1 to 4:30 at the Brady Tavern.
Well, did he not show up?
No, they all showed up.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure Ron was there kicking them back.
Rhonda has part ownership in that, I believe. I'm not. Don't quote me.
Are you serious?
No, don't quote me on that.
Okay, I won't quote you on that. I don't usually quote you, Ron.
No, don't. Nobody should ever quote me.
I paraphrase. Everybody should paraphrase Ron. No, but seriously, if a board member said that to you, how would you take that? I didn't read your email. My job's more important than you are.
I feel for parents that aren't as involved as we are, because maybe I don't feel for them. Maybe I'm like, I wish I was those parents that just think that these school board members are up here doing what they're supposed to be doing.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't get it. And I don't know, because you'd think that on a local level, it's a lot more personable and personal to be able to discuss things with your representatives, whatever they are, city council, whatever. But no,
I've dealt with the city council here in Owasso, and they were very open and welcome. I went up there and spoke, and nobody rushed me, and nobody was like, "Rah, rah, rah."
Yeah, I've only spoken at one city council meeting. It was about masks and stuff. And it was funny because I was talking about the people that were like coughing in my face and touching on the stuff in my car. Remember I told you about that?
Yeah.
And after I was done, this dude, he's like, I just want to say that the people of Owasso are great. We don't have that kind of stuff. And I'm like, dude, are you serious? Like, it literally happened like all over Owasso. What are you talking about, man? But it reminded me of what Margaret did last night, where she's like, our library media specialists are so amazing.
You're
like,
talking about 2 or 3 people versus a 40,000 member community, Margaret.
Right. Yeah. I don't know.
We're all fucking special, Margaret.
Yeah, we're all special.
I'm getting pissed off about that. We got to do a Tim and Ron minutes for bullshit.
Yeah, no, we need to set that up and get a format for that. Every time I hear collaboration day, it just, I don't know, it just drives me up the wall. Oh, did you see, there's something else I'd like to talk about. I just saw a post today that the kids are going to be out from the 13th through the freaking 19th, even though the fall break is only the 13th and the 14th.
Well, then they're out the following week too.
Yeah, because at 17th, 18th, and 19th, there's like some exchange and then a conference and the collaboration day. And I'm like, look, can't you go to these things when you're already out of school, like, winter break? Or I don't know, how about the 13th and the 14th? You were already out. Why couldn't you do that?
Well, those are the teachers' days off.
Right. Well, it's funny because if we have a snow day, the kids now have to be at school in home.
Right. This morning, which is horse shit.
Right. So you give these teachers 3 days off to go and chit chat and do whatever they do at these little meetings on days when kids really could be at school.
Swear to God. Last year when we had like 2 snow days or whatever it was, or when the streets were slick, they sent that shit home, and I was like, my kids aren't signing on. No.
Right.
They'll either be in the public school learning or they're not going to be in public school.
Yeah, I actually remember because I think she had added that to that email that she sent the board that she said you hadn't picked up any schoolwork or something like that.
Right. Which
you and I both did that. I was like, no, you can print that shit off. I'll come and pick it up.
Yeah.
And I'll turn it in. Yeah. It was a pain in the ass. I'll say that was a lot of crap.
And I appreciate the teachers doing that for me. They didn't have to, but that's what parents and teachers do. We talk and we make shit happen. But if you're going to call a bullshit snow day and want my kids to sign on to Chromebook, I mean, Tim, we can get our kids to school. It does not. I mean, come on now.
Yeah.
The whole world doesn't shut down because of school, because of snow. Come on now.
Right. And they should be allowed to have the snow day.
It's a fucking snow day.
It's a snow day.
School. It's a snow day.
Right. Yeah, I'm gonna put up some Twitter here real quick because I know we had talked about
Twitter.
I know we had talked about it. Let me see if I can.
Matt Coyne loves me on Twitter.
I want to see if this is the one. No, I don't want to do that. Hold on real quick. Let me pull this out.
Have you been talking to Fake Stuff Tiger lately?
Not really. I mean, I don't really talk. Man, I don't talk to many people. I don't really like many people.
I love people and I love talking to people. I just don't have enough time to do it. So if you're trying to talk to me, I love you, but what you got? What you got?
There we go. So I saw this here. She's a Russian. If you're in the comment section, let me know if that's hard for you to read. zoom in as much as I can. When I saw this, first thing I thought was Tulsi Gabbard.
Tulsi Gabbard, yeah.
And sure enough, yeah, because I believe it was Hillary Clinton. God, don't get me started on that woman.
Because you'd be in jail.
Had claimed I'd probably be dead. Have you seen the list of people that have died around Hillary Clinton?
God.
No, I do. I am not a fan of Hillary Clinton. Anyway, she is getting out of the Democratic Party. She's not going to the Republican Party. She's going to be an independent. Of course, that's not really a surprise.
Yeah, she was not a Democrat as far as I could tell.
Yeah, she was one of the more reasonable people.
Right.
I like Tulsi. A lot of people said she was a Russian asset and a plant to do this and that, which is just nonsense. I mean, this woman, was in the military. She fought in war. Calling her a Russian asset, okay.
I don't know how you feel about it, but when I think about Tulsi Gabbard, I think about Rand Paul.
Rand Paul? What makes you think of Rand Paul when you think of Tulsi?
Because he calls balls and strikes. He's like, yes, it is, or yes, it isn't. And he just speaks his mind, and he's not party affiliated necessarily. He just, whether he's wrong or right, he just like, no, this is it.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. He plays, I think, more politics than she does, though.
Yeah, probably.
But wow, there's nothing of any consequence trending on Twitter right now, which is kind of weird.
They're watching us, Tim.
Oh, what is this? I see Trumper. Let's look at this. Grammy-winning Texas country music star Casey Musgraves humiliates Texas Trumper Ted Cruz. Because everyone knows someone who kills the buzz when they open their mouth, Ted Cruz.
That Kevin Stitt is going to get endorsed by Trump, right?
Oh, I wouldn't doubt it. Trump definitely isn't going to be endorsing Joy Hoffmeister.
Yeah, no, I think Stitt. I don't know for a fact at all, but I think Stitt and Ryan will both be coming out with some Trump things pretty soon. I think they should.
It's weird because when you latch onto Trump, he's almost like a religion. You latch onto him and people just automatically think, well, he's a good guy because he's a Trumper. Then on the other side of that,
people in Oklahoma, the majority of people, they love Trump.
Yeah, that's true. I am a double minority because I don't love Trump and I live in Oklahoma.
We need to do like do you listen to, you don't listen to Mark K, but I love listening to Mark K. Do you know Mark
the
K?
name? I know the name. I think
he took over for Rush Limbaugh when Rush died.
Okay, yeah, no, I don't think I've listened to him since he took over, but I think I've heard him before.
Yeah, he's phenomenal. I love him, but he's not your type of people. But he's out of Jacksonville, Florida, I believe. But he does different things on his radio show. He has 5 Monday through Friday. It's like 11 to 2. But he does like Conspiracy Thursdays. He does whatever you want Wednesdays. And I think we need to do a Trolling Tuesdays.
Trolling Tuesday. Or Twitter Tuesday.
Or Twitter.
Or Trending Tuesday.
So we could do Trending Tuesday or Twitter Tuesday and Trolling Thursday or something to where we show each other and our following how we troll people and how we Twitter people.
That's actually pretty clever. Yeah. I mean, I'll have plenty of resources to fall back on.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Just like my Happy International Slave Trade Day. I still can't believe how upset people got by that.
I wonder if there's a way to pull up like a post of Ryan's or Gina's and we could show it live and you and I just go back and forth.
Let's do it. Here, I can do that right now. Let me I love it. All right, y'all. We're gonna just do this live here. You're gonna watch us work this shit out.
This is how we do, and people call us trolls all the time. We really are.
Yeah,
we spit knowledge too. So don't.
Some days that's all I do really is
some days, hell, I wake up every morning and I got my alarm set. I'm like, oh, troll Matt McCoy.
Wait, why is this sharing? Let me stop sharing. Oh, that's weird. It was saying that I was sharing. How do I get rid of this crap? I'm trying to get rid of this crap. Okay, so I'm on Twitter. Are you got your Twitter pulled up?
Hang on a second.
Oh, I can't put yours on though. That's the problem.
No, but it'll show the comments, won't it?
Yeah. If I go to like the link that you're on, yes.
So somebody to troll, and let's just troll them real quick.
All right, let's see. Here we go. So I'm on. This is my personal Twitter account, and let me zoom in so y'all can read it.
So, Gavin Bridges. Let's do Gavin.
What are we gonna say? I don't know who Gavin is.
I think he might have me blocked.
I like governors who don't charter helicopters for their daily commute and stick their constituents with the bill.
Yeah, I think Gavin has.
Did Stitt do that?
No.
I read it on Twitter, so it has to be true.
Right.
He's trolling himself, Ron. Look at this.
I don't know. Okay, Gavin's got me blocked. Seriously, he has me blocked.
Gavin's got you blocked. Oh my god, that's funny. The first guy here, let me go to somebody else. Pedro Shorts. Let's see here. Well, let's do Ryan Walters.
Let's do it.
All right, let's do Ryan Walters. That's always fun. Okie political memes. This is kind of funny.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Do that one.
This picture. Ryan Walters trying to explain how using a bathroom is woke.
That is actually hilarious.
Getting some serious Glenn Beck vibes here. All right. What are you going to say to that?
Let me see. I love the SVU look.
Yeah. Oh my god, it does look like SVU, doesn't it?
Hang on. This is how we troll.
Now we just need what is it, Ice Cube?
There it is. Can you see will it pop up like if you
No, I'll have to refresh it. Let's see.
Look at my comment.
Let's see. I love the SVU look. I'm voting for him. Here, I'm gonna like you. Here's this. Let me see if I can get the audio to come in.
It's really clear what we're going to get in our schools.
Can you hear it?
We're going to get more pornography in our classrooms. It's really clear what we're going to get in our schools. We're going to get more pornography in our classrooms. It's really clear what we're going to get in our schools.
Oh, this is somebody, they just cut that out. I was like, why is it repeating itself?
I was like, he didn't say that they were going to get more pornography. That's actually ingenious, though. I would have did that for Gina if she would ever say anything.
Has released his first tangible campaign promise in his bid for state superintendent, and it's a bold one. Also, what kind of car is he filming in? It looks huge. That's actually really funny. Let's see. Actually, let's go to people. I'm going to go to Secretary Ryan Walters' page. Since I became governor. Oh, I was like, why is Ryan Walters since he became governor? Gender transition is wrong. Governor Stitt and the legislature are fighting back to protect Oklahoma kids.
Hang on.
Go. But it worked so well for you.
Fuck off, Tim.
What do you think? Yeah,
maybe.
I'm gonna do it.
Do it.
But it works so.
Do you know who Sean Cummings is?
The name sounds familiar.
The one that he's got the radio broadcast and he's all big.
Yeah. I remember
Sean Cummings because he's put the superintendent's race. He's got Gina at 47.8 and Ryan's at 40%.
All right, let me say. Okay, I see this. This is great, but it only helps if you vote.
So he was blasting us about our little podcast here, and we weren't professional enough.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Okay, let's do this. Let me see.
You're live
Hi, Sean. You're live. Make sure I spell "you're" right.
I'm gonna post the link of the video. If I can find the damn shit. Let me see. Let me go live. We're live. Yeah, we're live. There we go. All right. I'm gonna share it. You're live on Loudmouse.
Okay, I just posted my response to Sean.
Nice. All right. And to those watching, I don't see anybody watching right now.
No, nobody's watching us.
Which is fine, but to those who come in and watch this later, this is all, we didn't work this out in advance.
No, this is all off the cuff shit.
This is all off the cuff.
Read my shit.
What on? Oh, you said it on this one?
Yeah.
You're live on Loudmouth. Let's see. Hi, Sean. You're live, and we love that you live Fantasyland, sir. How did those polls work out for Hillary? Oh my God, that's funny. Gina Nelson joins Flashpoint team to talk superintendent race. Blah blah blah.
Shit, but go ahead.
I didn't watch it. Is this her? This isn't her.
Yeah, it's on Flashpoint. Yeah, they're all liberals. Matt McCoy.
Matt McCoy.
Yeah.
All right, Matt McCoy. That's my coin. This guy right here.
Yeah, that guy right there. He looks like fucking that country singer. Keith Urban.
Yeah, he does. Yeah. All right, which one?
Any of them. He is so far up Gina and Joy's ass. It's fucking ridiculous.
Let's see. The grievance candidate in chief suggests in a state where all 77 counties voted to reelect Trump, somehow left-wing indoctrination is the number one problem facing Oklahoma schools. I mean, he makes a pretty good point.
I actually commented on that like 2 hours ago.
That's actually not a bad point at all. Maybe it's white supremacy, like Joe Biden said America's greatest enemy was. I'm gonna, you know what? That's a great point, Matt.
No, it's fucking not, Tim.
But let's just keep it between us. Oh my God.
Be a deal every Thursday or Tuesday.
Well, I mean, think about that. Think about that, though. This is one of the most right-wing states in the country.
No, so he does make a good point.
Yeah. Let's see. Listen to the Tulsa area astroturfer speak at JPS board meeting. Was that Jinx? Yeah, they charged that Jinx has some of the most obscene books in Tulsa County. We had a strong turnout of parents who were there to support JPS librarians. You should respond to that.
Where is that? Is that on his?
Yeah, Matt McCoy. Yeah, it's saying that they had a strong turnout of parents who were there to support JPS librarians.
How many? How many
were they there to support pornography in the class, or just librarians who put the porn?
Oh, he. Oh my God, he got Janet Danforth down there, Tim.
Let me see.
In the picture,
were they there to support? Hold on, real quick. Support pornography in the library. Asking for a friend.
Look at the picture he posted.
Speaker. Yeah. This is what I was gonna ask her to come onto the show and talk about, because she had made a post about it this morning.
Matt is absolutely for pornography, as far as I'm concerned, in public.
You know what? Here, let me do this. I'm gonna take that post that I made about blankets, and I'll just get him to state publicly.
I'm fixing to get kicked off Twitter, but whatever.
So you finally got your stuff back, though?
Yeah, I got both my accounts back because they said, yeah, that was bullshit. But yeah, I got 2 accounts on Twitter. The Real Ron Run and Ron Cosby.
Where am I at here? Where the hell did I put?
This dude is He's way left.
I'm curious if you think this content should be in schools.
Oh, I didn't say in schools. Because I'm for pornography if you're above age.
Did the board take any action or have a response to the nonsense? Frankly, she should have been shut down immediately for lack of standing, given she's not a Jinx resident.
Who said that?
Chris Hasenflug.
Fuck him.
I don't think they're allowed. I believe state law says that you can't deny public comments from anybody.
I'm saying that anyway.
Yeah. I'm pretty certain they can't refuse to allow any people to speak once they opened it up to the public. Yeah, I don't know the specifics behind that, but I've never heard of, and I've even heard a board member bitch at another board member for asking, do you even have a parent here or a child in this district?
Oh, Rhonda Mills asked me, do you live in the district and do you have kids in the district? And I said, I'll answer the question if you do. And
wait, when did she ask you that?
One of the board meetings. We were live streaming it.
She must have been drunk.
And I said, yes, I live in the district. Yes, I have a kids in. And before I was able to speak, I said, do you have kids in the district? She says, no, I used to have grandchildren. Okay. Do you live in? Yes. Look at what I said. What did I say? I said to that piece of shit, Chris, whatever his name was.
Are you for pornography? How many, Matt? Do tell pics.
I'm pretty you said I'm pretty certain they can refuse to allow people to speak once they've opened it up to the public.
They can't
refuse. Yeah,
right.
And I said state law says anyone can speak, sir, so piss right off. Good on you, Janice.
Yeah and
censor anybody.
No, I mean, I don't get it. I don't see why this is even a. Oh, Ryan Walters is trending. Look at that.
That's what's up.
Yeah, well, that's what I was talking about. Even the shitty press, it just gets his name out there. And
put his name out there.
These idiots that vote without knowing who the hell they're voting for, and there's a lot of them, sadly.
Name recognition. I love it. You ain't seeing Gina trending?
No. But, I mean, that's why.
Are we contributing to that?
To what?
Him trending on Twitter?
Oh, I doubt it. We don't have anybody watching, which is fine. I mean, people come back and watch. Let's see. And we've been on for an hour and a half right now. Mark Wayne Mullen is the ultimate hypocrite. Mullen broke his term limits pledge, profited directly from his government job, and cheats and lies. With the best of them, he's as corrupt as Stitt and spineless as Ryan Walters.
Who said that?
Think you can get as corrupt as Stitt.
Where is that at?
Your name, hold on, is Donald Trump. Here, I can send the link to you in the chat room.
I got it.
You got it? Okay.
Because Mark Wayne Mullen said he wasn't going to run more than 2 terms, whatever. He liked it. He's good at it. So why not fucking do it? I mean, look at Theodore Roosevelt. He said he wasn't going to run for a 3rd term. He did.
Well, that's where the term limits came from.
Yeah.
But I think the point being that if you promise to not,
who doesn't break a promise, Tim?
I mean, I try not to.
I know, but you're not a politician.
If I can choose not to, I won't. You know what I mean? But if it's something that's relatively outside of my control,
I'm still upset that Blue Dot won't come to Owasso.
Yeah, well, I think she's in Tulsa now. I don't know. I hope she softens up towards you, honestly.
I think we would probably be able to do a lot of good shit together if she would like relax.
Yeah. Yeah, I like her. I think she's great, but everybody has their own views on stuff, and that's how she sees it. So, I can't hate her for it necessarily.
Literally, I can't see anything she does.
Whoa.
Look. Oh,
check that out. Wow. Dang. Let's watch this.
Where was that?
Holy shit. Look at that. Look at that.
What?
That's on fire. Boom. God, dog. Let's see. Our OK highways are downright dangerous. We've got both Stitt's wife and Ryan Walters on our roads.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry. I got to give that one a like. That's pretty funny. That's pretty funny.
God, who did that?
Gigi. I have to laugh at that because Stitt's wife she's been in like 2 wrecks.
Yeah, but he hasn't been in 2 wrecks, but Gigi, I have to say, he or she has not blocked me yet, and I appreciate that, Gigi.
Nice. Let's see. I'm gonna your post made it on the Loudmouth.
What about Rosencrantz? Type in Representative Jacob Rosencrantz.
Let me do something real quick.
At Jacob Rosencrantz.
I got a copy. Bam. Your post made it on the Loudmouth. What is that? At 1 or so. Actually, that's a pretty good way to get our name out there.
It is actually, yeah. Yeah, that would be a really good because
I agree. Everybody wants to see their own shit.
Yeah,
everybody wants to see their own shit. I mean, every time I go to the bathroom, first thing I do is turn around.
Yeah, every time you stick your nose, you look at your shit. Yeah,
like, good job, Tim.
Yeah, at Jacob Rosencrantz.
Oh, Jacob Rosencrantz. All right, let's see.
He says that everything left is beautiful.
Is it a Z?
No, Rose Krantz.
Oh, Rosencrantz.
Representative Jacob Rosencrantz.
Okay.
There he is.
That's a confusing last name to me. All right, let's see here. Now, what was the one you wanted me to see?
Just any of them. I mean, all of them are putrid, but whatever.
Let's see. Just perfect night to watch Jonah and his choir friends sing the national anthem and then watch our Alcott Middle School Wildcats.
He's the one that said that 1775, the bill, was complete waste of paper.
I mean, I'd have to agree.
Well, that's why. Yeah, he's your people then, because.
Well, no. Think of it this way: in 1775 is largely the same problem I have with what they did with this school policy that 1.86. It's too vague.
I have to say this. He said 1775 was a complete waste of paper because, as a parent of a transgender kid, it did not represent the Oklahoma values of parents.
What the hell does 1775 have anything to do with trans people?
Because you can't talk about sex, you can't talk about gender, you can't talk about race.
Well, no, it just says that you can't use those things to make other people feel bad.
Right.
But I don't know that there's a lot of history that can be taught in school about trans people in the first place.
Well, that's what.
You know what I mean? Like,
that's what he said.
This is a relatively... Well, let's see. Proud to be endorsed by Oklahoma PEA. What is that? Oklahoma Public Employees Association. What's up with all these freaking nonprofits for every damn thing?
Man, that's what I'm saying. These bureaucrats, these nonprofits, these associations, they need to go the fuck home.
I can't.
I'm tired of this bullshit.
I can't. I don't understand what the hell half of them are doing or for or what.
PEA, Public Professional Educators Association.
Yeah, but I don't know. It's like they make shit up and then they act like, oh, this is like the greatest thing since sliced bread.
Why can't we do that and make money?
Wouldn't be a proper birthday without lasagna rolls from Victoria's and Robin, two of my faves. Well, none of this.
Tim, I have talked to House of Representatives that said that Jakey Poo Rosencrantz, I call him Jakey Poo. We've talked. I've talked to him. Is the worst representative. And yes, I do support his opponent, Kendra Wesson, in House District 46. But Jakey Poo is just bad. He supports blankets. I'll tell you that, right? Ask him if he supports blankets.
You think he supports blankets?
Ask him if I'm wrong. I'll admit it. I'll say it on here. Ask him if he supports blankets in public schools.
Let's see. Well, I'd have to find something appropriate to
something relative.
Yeah,
there is. I promise.
Awesome, man. Well, I was just looking at this here. This is Today We Recognize Indigenous Peoples Day in Oklahoma. Let's honor the sovereignty, hard work, and various native cultures here and beyond, not only today, but every day. This picture is me with spider sculpture, which reps the Chickasaw story of the spider bringing fire to humankind. I'm actually
go down to 92922. I voted no on State Bill 3000, whatever. The gender OU medical shit.
Let me do this. What is his? Hold on. You said OU medical?
92922.
OU, let's see. 92922. Oh, no, that's 8. Okay. I'll have to. Well, that didn't work. Because I feel like I'm going to have to scroll forever. This dude posts a lot.
He does. Yeah, he's running for re-election.
Let's see.
He's running against a really good. It's a couple past that. Yeah. A little bit more. There it is.
There we go. I voted no on SB 3XX because it had a hateful and ignorant provision added to it, which puts a target squarely on gender-affirming care for trans kids. It's a bit surprising to hear all these small government parental rights folks attack small government parental rights. I mean, I don't see anything wrong with that. It's getting a like from me.
Did you look at the next one? Look at who's that?
Pastors for Oklahoma Kids.
There it is.
Pedos for Oklahoma Kids.
They got me blocked, Tim.
Yeah, they blocked me too. Independent research shows that school vouchers keep pushing failed to deliver for the kids who are often most in need. Aren't all kids in need?
Right? Yeah. What are you talking about?
That's funny. This guy is boring. Here, let's see what somebody said to me. But it works so well for you, Ryan.
Why did I'll tell you, someone who's not boring is John Waldron.
All right, let's see. John
Waldron for Oklahoma.
Oh, it's Waldron for okay.
There it is.
Okay, let's see. Former TPS.
Oh, I wonder why that's up there. He has me blocked, Tim.
7.8. Oh, does he? Well,
yeah,
let's see here. Why strongly support Joy. Oklahoma, vote for Joy Hoffmeister for governor. Blah, blah, blah.
No, keep going down until he talks about the toxic man that he has to block.
The toxic man?
Yeah, I have to talk. Oh, keep going.
All right, tell me when. I'm going to do this number. Keep your eyes on the prize here.
A little quicker. Right here. It's somewhere around here.
Oh.
Go back. The Suzanne Schreiber post.
Let's see.
Right there. Stop.
Wait. Where? Good Lord, this is one hell of a thread. There's 78. God.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen a Twitter thread that long.
No, he does it every time. He does this. He like has an app that does threads.
Yeah, but the Twitter now allows you to do like Twitter stories.
I know that's what he does. Yeah. Keep going.
But it doesn't split them up like this, I don't think.
No, this dude he's a fucking professional. Dude.
Okay, so what did he say exactly? Because I can do a search for it.
Okay, let me pull it up.
You said Schreiber?
John Waldron at Waldron for Oklahoma. Folks, following this, I just had to block a toxic man who shoots videos in his bathtub. You will know who I
found it.
Okay, there it is. Okay.
All right, folks, following that. Okay, let me go back. Vote for Joy. I just had to block a toxic man who shoots videos in his bathtub. Some of you will know who I mean. Let's beat toxicity with positivity on election day. Well, here he's going to get a share. This post has made it on the Loudmouth.
Good job, John.
145. 140. Yeah, 545.
Tell him that Ron said vote Ryan Walters.
I'm not going to do that.
Tell him Ron said aye.
Ron said aye. I don't know why you have to block him, but whatever. Now that's stupid. I'm just gonna take that. I'll just let him know. He'll hear it when he clicks on the damn shit, because he's gonna want to turn around and look at the turd he just dropped. All right, as we all do. John Waldron, Mr. 78 freaking God, man, that's crazy. Who else do we want to hit?
Well, you tell me.
Margaret.
See what Gina's doing. She's got me blocked. See what Gina's doing.
There we go. Let's see what Margaret's got to say.
Yeah, let's see what Gina's got going on. Or
Middle School Voice of Owasso Fall Showcase. It's going to be all fluff shit.
It's bullshit. Yeah.
Yeah.
There. Let's see what Gina's got going on.
All right, Gina
or Joy, or who's running against Mark Wayne? Kendra, Madison Horn.
I'm not sure. Let's see. Why is Gina running for a Oklahoma State Superintendent? Believes blah blah blah. Wonderful day. Sailing schools. Monday was jam packed. Yeah, look at all this. I mean, she's drawing crowds, man.
No, that's students. Don't say that. That's not.
She draws crowds wherever she goes.
Students.
Let's see if she got pictures of the sailing schools. But she is going to all these tiny, tiny schools.
I know. It's weird. But that picture showed was all students. It wasn't.
Well, this one isn't.
That's like
this is chamber luncheon.
I went to a luncheon the other day with Ryan and had more people than that.
All right, let's see here. Teachers. So, yeah, I mean, honestly, I think she's just running. Well, this one's pretty sparse.
Oh, good Lord. Yeah. Where was that?
County Farm Bureau.
Yeah, I don't think
Alfalfa County Farm Bureau. I don't think
anybody could draw. I don't think Trump could draw a crowd out.
Right. Here we go. Mike Sinar Barbecue at Lake Ten.
Oh, yeah, that was Mike Siner's he was a good dude. He lived under Warner.
And then she is Oklahoma Rural Elementary Schools.
You saw the picture of Frosty and Joy Hoffmeister together in Wausau last week, right?
Yeah, I did. Yep.
Horseshit.
You know what? Let's check out Chris Banning.
Oh, let's check out Chris. I don't even know if he's on Twitter, is he?
I don't think so. Oh shit, Chris.
He's not the social media type.
No. All right.
Who else we got? Frosty Turpin.
He ain't gonna be on there. That dude doesn't.
What about Neil Kessler?
He might be on here. No, maybe not.
Oh, do Stephanie Ruttman.
She's probably on here.
She's got to be on here. She's so egotistic.
There she is, right there. Oh, I'm blocked.
Oh my God.
Only approved followers can see Stephanie Ruttman.
Damn. She is a public school board member.
I'm following her. Yeah, but this isn't her public school board Twitter account.
But she joined April 2022, last April.
Yeah, but it's not her official.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying.
You know what? Let's look up Owasso.
She's fucking fake, is what I'm saying.
Let's see. Owasso Athletics, Cherry Street. Yeah, I did a. Let's look up. Oh, this is myself. Let me look up my own shit. This is see, I had 15 threader. It was a public school board flat out refuses to insert language into their media policy that would prohibit graphic sexual images within the school. We like broad language, they say. Weird. Because when it comes to the kids, they like it very specific.
Right.
And then I go through all this. Like, look at this. I mean, it goes over every damn thing. This is so long because of that was only 2 policies.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I should have added more to it, but do what?
As a 15 threader, huh?
Yeah, it was. What is this here? Oh yeah, this is me. This is the email that I sent pointing out the misinterpretation of that U.S. Supreme Court case. They're like, well, we can't do that because that's not educational records. What's up, Austin? We got a hello, guys. What's up, man?
Oh, I love Austin. We got to get Austin on here.
All right.
Have you heard about Tyler Wren? Anything going on? Project Veritas? Anything?
You know what? Let me look up Tyler Wren. I haven't heard anything, but yeah, I bet he might be trending or something. Let's see. Top.
Oh, Tulsa School.
Far left. So this is October 3rd. So it's all old shit. Let's do latest.
That principal, yeah.
Principal Nicolette Dennis begs staff not to record her at staff meeting addressing There is no secret curriculum. Listen.
Please take your phones out. Don't videotape me, please. Don't put this on social media. Don't make me feel like Project Veritas is with us. And there is no secret curriculum at Rogers. There is nobody that's got no politics here.
We've obtained a recording of the principal
of
Will Rogers High School in Oklahoma begging, pleading for Project Veritas not to record her.
Rogers is getting hammered. People are getting hammered. We just have to be careful. Everybody's got their phones out. Kid in your class, you're not paying attention and something happens and they videotape it and it makes you look like your dad.
Principal Nicolette Dennis of Will Rogers High School was distraught about the recordings of her teacher, Tyler Wren.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm sorry. You know what? If a kid wants to record your dumb ass in school doing something you shouldn't be doing, don't get mad at the kid for recording you. Get mad at yourself for doing something stupid.
Don't be a dumbass.
Don't be a dumbass.
Burn down the entire system. The only thing that's clear is that House Bill 1775 or something. I can get my license for being.
Can you hear it
On
okay?
Tuesday, the Secretary of Education in Oklahoma called for Tyler's teaching license to be revoked.
We have many great teachers in Oklahoma. Tyler Wren is not one of them. I am asking the State Board of Education to revoke his teaching certificate. He has violated the law and said openly that he wants to indoctrinate our kids.
The principal's plea to not be recorded by Project Veritas was captured in a staff meeting Tuesday.
So we had a person come to our school who's with a group called Project Veritas. And their goal is
still in there.
to put people in situations and befriend them and have them share things that they probably shouldn't share to strangers.
Oh my
Rogers
God.
is getting hammered. People are getting hammered. The last man that called me was from Sebring, Florida. I pretended like I was his secretary. And then when I realized it was from Florida, I almost said, "Aren't you in the water right now?"
It was captured by someone familiar with the matter. Principal Dennis neglected to address the secret curriculum available for students on
Do what?
I don't understand how they do that, but
Oh my God.
Ryan Hatwig from Project Veritas called me. He's like, I need you to get me into Rogers. I was like, I can set you up with people, but and they fucking did it, dude.
I could get into a Wasso. Because I've wanted to just, my daughter, and I've told her, I was like, if they start doing stupid shit, record it. I was like, anytime you get pulled into the office, turn the fucking recorder on.
Yeah.
You have to protect yourself from these people. Yeah.
That principal was freaking out.
Yeah, she was. Yeah, she did not like that. And for people watching, this is the first time I'm seeing this. I didn't know this was even a thing.
Tyler is still teaching at Tulsa Public Schools.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, Gis come out and say, well, this is about the way people believe. Oh, I love this one. The no comment.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
This is James O'Keefe. We had.
Yeah. You've seen it already, you said?
That was so awkward. It was like, but all he had to say was no comment. That's all he needed to say.
And then kept commenting.
His ego was like,
Right. I don't know. That's crazy. Pfizer knew their vaccine would kill. Own data show shocking number of fatalities and side effects now officially associated with the C shot.
How many C shots you got there, Tim?
I think I'm on my 13th booster. Well, I'm still working on that third arm. You know what I mean? Because that'll come in useful when I'm DJing.
Does your wife rub your third nipple on your back?
We don't talk about those things, Ron.
I'm sorry. I still walk by my wife in the kitchen, and she's a healthcare professional, but I still walk by my wife in the kitchen and tap her on the arm with a spoon. I'm like, she's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm just checking."
Oh, here we go. Let's listen to this. I think this is something important, maybe. Let's see.
Is this Tulsi?
Community that faced the most restrictions on their freedoms in the last year were those who made a choice not to be vaccinated. I don't think I've ever experienced a situation in my lifetime where a person was fired from their job or not allowed to watch their kids play hockey or not allowed to go visit a loved one in long-term care or hospital or not allowed to go get on a plane to either go across the country to see family or even travel across the border. So they have been the most discriminated against group that I've ever witnessed in my lifetime. That's a pretty extreme level of discrimination that we have seen. I don't take away any of the discrimination that I've seen in those other groups that you mentioned, but this has been an extraordinary time in the last year in particular. And I want people to know that I find that unacceptable, that we are.
That video doesn't fit with this comment.
No, it doesn't. Yeah.
The truth is explode. What do you mean? We already knew all that.
Yeah. What truth is it? What?
Right. What was like blowing up there? Whatever. That was sorry. I wasted everybody's time with that one.
That was a fucking waste of time.
That was a waste of time. Yeah. Yeah. Don't let me pick the video.
No shit.
I've been scrolling through. Oh, there's Dr. Robert Malone. Good man. What's up?
I gotta get kids to bed and
yeah. And it's 9 o'clock.
Gotta go frame some bathrooms tomorrow. If you need your bathroom framed, let me know.
Yeah. Well, if you need your trash cans cleaned, you're gonna need to text Loudmouth to 918-855-4322. And if you do that and you sign up, your first month's service, 20% of that will come back to us to support the show. And you're going to have clean trash bins.
and clean environment, because they don't like take it across the street and dump it in the ditch. They take
That's right. Yeah, they don't dump it in your yard either. That's rural bin cleaning. They work the Tulsa metro area, locally family-owned business. So support locally owned businesses and your locally run show.
For real.
Yeah. All right. Well, Ron, you get them kids to bed, and I will see you, I guess, in a couple of days on Thursday.
You know, I like the Twitter thing. We need to do more of the Twitter thing.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Good times. All right. Handshake. Yup. This is weird. Yeah.
It is weird. Yeah.
It is weird. It definitely worked a lot better in the office, but
yeah, well, you know,
that drive.
Yeah, those.
I
Yeah,
don't.
gas prices and shit. Yeah,
Biden gas prices. Yeah, Biden. All right, man. We'll catch you on Thursday. Thanks to everybody for watching.
We'll see y'all later.
Peace.